Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. There's an analyst that says XRP is about to see massive volatility and questions whether or not it will favor the bears or the bulls. We've also got a fun indication from mainstream media that we may be entering a new crypto craze that perhaps, God forbid, would be on par with what happened in 2017. Well, I mean, I shouldn't even say that, though, because I'm fully anticipating all sorts of new money to be coming into the crypto asset class from institutional purchasers as well as retail investors. And there are a lot of reasons for that, including the fact that as time passes, it's going to become increasingly obvious that this crypto asset class is not going to go away. And eventually, even the naysayers will get interested enough to try and analyze and figure out why. And for me, like I mentioned in a video the other day, my aha moment was that you can have business models that cannot exist unless you have a decentralized cryptocurrency with an open market value. And that was my own original thought there, my own original reason. And once I realized that, I was like, oh, it's on. This is not going away. That's when I was like, the only way the crypto asset class is going away is if the internet goes away. And I don't think that's happening either. Now, to be clear, I'm not a financial advisor. I do not have a financial background, and so you should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. This is purely for entertainment. I'm a member of the XRP community. I love engaging with other XRP community members. It's a lot of fun, and I enjoy making YouTube videos. So you put one and two together, it's a great pair, like spaghetti and a meatball, right? So just want to be super duper clear. I don't want anybody to think I'm someone or something that I'm not. I remember when I entered the world of crypto in 2017, I saw all sorts of YouTubers pretending like they're actually legit chart analysts talking about this is here's your fibs right here, Fibonacci, and was like, I just entered the space and I can tell you don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I don't want to be one of those guys. That's all I'm saying. But before going any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button, I would appreciate it. And also, if you are a fan of Ripple and XRP, I think you might be the coolest person on the entire planet. Now, since I've complimented you, you got to go ahead and return the favor by subscribing to the Moon Lambo channel. It don't cost you nothing. All right, so XRP's at 28.9 cents at the time of recording. Bitcoin's at $11,759. And the asset class as a whole has a market cap of $357 billion. And Bitcoin dominance still sitting at a relatively local low at 60.69%. So alts certainly have been picking up speed as of late. Then you got, even over the 30 days, I know over the last several days or so, there hasn't been as much awesome activity in terms of XRP price action, but there's been a huge jump. There was a 30-day time window, which I cited in a previous video, when XRP was up almost 80%, right? And so even now it's still at 43.65%, and nothing goes up in a straight line. There's always retracement. So even here, over the 30 days, still looking pretty damn good. And even Bitcoin, so it's up 26.7% over the last 30 days. Now, take a look at this. I just wanted to share this with you. This is from Robert Art. Many of you in the XRP community will be familiar with him, and he wrote, "Sir, when XRP full moon?" Just to the general public. And Dan J. wrote, "I think it was Moon Lambo who predicted several times, will be a day ending with will be a day ending with day perhaps Wednesday." Oh, I know what he meant to write. I wrote, here's what I actually said. I thought that since I knew what he was getting at, I assumed that he wrote it properly. No offense, Dan J. I appreciate you taking me. But I said that I assume that it'll be a day that ends with the letter Y, perhaps a Wednesday. Seems legit, he writes. Dude could be right. And yes, that was me. And by the way, as I wrote here in response, it's unquestionably the most bold prediction I've ever made pertaining to XRP price action. Now, what about the mainstream media picking up? Well, Banana Man tagged me in this and wrote, "Moon Lambo, my dad just sent me this asking how he can buy Bitcoin. This is in the Sunday Telegraph, so the publicity machine is starting." This is the type of stuff that you saw all over the place in 2017. And it was hitting full steam by the end of 2017 in particular, which is close to when I entered the space. I got here beginning in November 2017. But here's the headline. Now or never to buy Bitcoin as investors get serious. Oh my gosh. Well, if it's a now or never right now, how the hell is that a reasonable investment if it's not going to be a good buy in the future? Like, what are you talking about? That is, to me, that's kind of freaking absurd there. But you get the point there. This is the type of stuff that was just rampant. And what's the saying go when you hear your taxi driver giving you like stock trading tips? Maybe that's maybe that's an indication that it's no longer a good buy. The idea being that when everybody knows about it, perhaps it's at a point where there's going to be a notable retracement, and so you get the sentiment, right? And but this still, to me, is just the beginning of this type of stuff. Just wait till you see, major television networks and additional mainstream media get on board telling you more about cryptocurrency and where and how you can purchase it. I think it's a coming here. And Leb Crypto chart analyst wrote the following simple technical analysis. All XRP needs from a long-term trade perspective is 2 consecutive monthly candle closes above the purple line, the 21 monthly EMA. When that happens, brace yourself. We are currently above it this month. Can we close above it this month and next? Let's see. XRP. And so here's the chart that he had associated with that. Something to watch for, says Leb Crypto. Here's another one from Robert Art. If you think XRP won't hit $10, keep thinking until you realize it'll hit $20. I like that. I like the pizzazz there. Now, you know me, I've never made a price prediction, and I'm never going to for XRP or any cryptocurrency. But I am willing to talk about potential for in terms of price action. And so it wouldn't surprise me the least bit if eventually one day, and I don't know how long it would take, but as long as there's continued adoption of XRP, I would not be surprised if ultimately you see that. In fact, crypto is so crazy that before the importance of utility broadly takes hold from institutional, really even more so retail investors, I wouldn't be surprised if a pure speculative bubble got XRP into some crazy price points. And again, none of that's financial advice in the least. I'm just sharing with you my own thoughts on this. But I am Mr. XRP bull, and I firmly believe XRP will be worth substantially more than it is today. Now, today it does just seem to follow the price action of Bitcoin, but I don't suppose that will always be the case. People are going to figure this out one day. I have confidence, right? End of this piece from Bitcoinist.com. XRP is about to see massive volatility. Will it favor bears? Well, let's go through this here. XRP, like most other major digital assets, has been caught within a bout of sideways trading throughout the past couple of weeks. This comes as investors begin shifting their interest away from major tokens and towards small and mid-cap altcoins, which have been offering massive returns in recent days. And my last video was on this exact topic, the idea of chasing pumps. And look, we're all adults, you guys can do what you want, but I think it's a horrendous idea, chasing pumps. I've seen time and again people chase pumps, and they absolutely get wrecked because there's inevitably going to be a retracement. That's why, for me, it makes much more sense to just think long term. But you should check out my last video for more about that. I had some very interesting things that I shared. But anyway, as a result of this, XRP has formed an incredibly close correlation to both Bitcoin and Ethereum, although it is showing some independent signs of weakness as its sellers hold beneath 30 cents. Despite this, one analyst is still optimistic that upside is imminent. He points to a plethora of factors that seem to confirm this notion. And then they have the subheading here. XRP reaches apex of massive flag formation as analysts watch for volatility. At the time of writing, XRP is trading down marginally at its current price of 29 cents. This is around where it has been trading throughout the past several hours. You guys hear how short these time frames are, and you do understand that big picture. Either this is going to be something worth substantially more than it is today, or zero, right? Like, that's how I feel about it. And so I'm happy to talk about this stuff, but I'm just trying to help people to keep a little bit of perspective here. Just a couple of days ago, the token witnessed a sudden influx of selling pressure that caused its price to reel from 31 cents to lows of 28.5 cents. It was able to find significant support here and has been trading around its current price level ever since. It does appear that volatility may be imminent in the days ahead. And by the way, that 28.5 cents price point in a video I put out, I think it was yesterday, and I can't remember who the analyst was. It might have been Crypto Michael. It could be mistaken. But somebody was saying that's a support level to watch for, 28.5 cents. And according to this, it actually held it, which may negate the idea of it going into the lower 20s. That's the type of stuff that I've been reading from analysts, and I don't pretend to know because I'm certainly not a chart analyst, but if it goes lower, fine. Cryptos retrace, and that's why it's like I have a feeling like you could buy anywhere from like where the price point was at 11 cents earlier this year all the way up to the all-time high, and I bet, this is just a bet, that if you were to hold it for like a decade, it would still be worth substantially more than it is today. And so that's why it gets to this concept that I really want to drive home. If people are not freaking patient enough and they act emotionally, don't buy or sell based on emotion. It better be based on fundamentals. And I think it's better to just acknowledge that other humans are going to FOMO and panic sell. And if you can just have a recognition that that's the human behavior that is not going away, that you could probably end up better off. And so that's the way that I've been looking at it since either late 2017 or early 2018, somewhere thereabout is where I really started to get this. I was like, this is how these human animals are going to behave. I was like, and at some point, I don't remember exactly when, but it just hit me, and I was like, I'm not going to participate. Either I'm right, and there's something to this, and it'll be worth way more in the future, or not, and maybe it goes to zero. But, and I'm Mr. XRP Bull, again, like I keep saying, to be clear. But, all of this FOMOing in and panic selling, I got done with that real quick inside of roughly 6 weeks of being in the world of crypto. But, just a couple days ago, the token witnessed a sudden influx of selling pressure that caused its price. Oh, wait, I just read that part? I apologize. Then they write, it does appear that volatility may be imminent in the days ahead. One analyst recently put forth a chart showing that the cryptocurrency is now sitting at the apex of a massive pennant on its daily chart. And there's a chart. And then they have the subheading, will this volatility favor bulls or bears? Another analyst offered an upside target for XRP at 47.5 cents, but he notes that it needs to close its weekly candle above 30 cents for this to come to fruition. He also believes that a break above this upside target could lead to a rally towards $1. I'll tell you what, I know what I hate, and I don't hate that. But here's the quote. XRP absolutely destroyed its downtrend line with conviction. Close this week above 30 cents and look for 47.5 cents next. In my opinion, most important spot ever for XRP. Above that, 93 to 97 cents. $1.09 and $1.23 are all possibilities. I would not be too shabby here. But regardless of what happens, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to outpatient everyone else. Because if I'm right and XRP is going to be here for decades or longer, probably longer, then what's the rush? What is the rush? There's so little liquidity in here. I wanted to have an opportunity for the rest of the world to jump in, throw their money in, so they can also have opportunity and diversify their portfolios if they so choose. But I'm not going to rush out of this position. I'm going to hold it for the rest of my life. I have no intention of selling all of my XRP. Now, I will sell some along the way, but that's just the way that I personally am looking at this. But you can tell me what you think below. Am I being unreasonable? Am I irrational? Feel free to drop a comment below. I do love diversity of thought. But that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!